Wow, this tea you made is really great, Nikki.
Oh, thank you. Yes, it's the finest peppermint tea I could find.
Let me just take a sip. Whoa!
Okay. Wow. You didn't even make it to your lips.
Sorry, the glass slipped out of my hands.
Okay, Eric, I thought I was going to be spilling the tea today. Not you.
I'm sorry, I guess. Let me go get some paper towels
You
here.
better clean that up, mister. Because the only person spilling tea today is me. And it's going to be about Dead Island 2.
Wow. All right, welcome to Press Any Button. I'm Eric.
And I'm Nikki.
And yes, today we're talking about Dead Island 2.
Yeah.
Dead Island 2 is a 2023 action role-playing game developed by Dambuster Studios and published by Deep Silver. It is a sequel to the 2011 video game Dead Island and the third major installment in the Dead Island series. It's set about 15 years after the events of Dead Island and Dead Island Riptide. Dead Island 2 takes place in a zombie-infested Los Angeles under quarantine.
That sums it up.
Yeah, all right. And then I want to put a spoiler warning on this episode. You know, this is a pretty new game.
We're going to talk about the story.
We're definitely going to talk about the ending.
Gameplay. Well, you know, all the things we normally talk about.
And all the game, yeah. The whole game. We're talking about everything.
Okay.
Including all the tea that's about to get spilt in this history.
So, Eric, you better buckle up.
Buckle up, buckaroo.
Because this roller coaster is about to begin.
All right, let's get into it. So, Nikki, when you say tea, do you mean like dark tea? Or like a light tea?
I mean like metaphorical tea that also means gossip, you know?
So like a green...
Like the story, the ins and the outs, the behind the scenes.
All right, well, let's just go ahead and get started.
All right. So, like you mentioned in the summary of the game, so first you have Dead Island, just the original one, which came out in 2011. And then they did sort of a sequel or like a continuation called Dead Island Riptide, which came out in 2013. And then you have Dead Island 2 that came out all the way in 2023.
I think
that is quite the gap, don't you think?
Yeah, that's a pretty large gap. I'm just thinking back. I think I actually remember playing the original Dead Island. I never bought it, but do you remember like Gamefly, I think it was?
Yeah, I remember that.
Like the
a while ago.
Like they would send out the games kind of like Netflix style back in the day.
But it was for just video
for games. Yeah, I think I did that with the original Dead Island.
Okay. I did play the original Dead Island, but like way after it came out. I think I saw it on sale on PlayStation for like $3 or something, and I got it.
Was that at Mega Replay?
No. This was before Mega Replay. This was probably just before we got married. Just saw it on the store on sale.
Okay.
On the PlayStation store. So it was kind of old when I played it because like it did come out in 2011. So like I remember playing it. And I was like, yeah, the graphics, they look old-ish. Not like Nintendo 64 or anything old, but like old-ish. But I still really liked the game. I think I like pretty much did all of the quests and everything. I don't think I 100%ed it, but like I did a bunch of stuff in the game. And I remember really liking it. And so when we were on break for the podcast earlier, I saw that Dead Island 2 was on sale, and I was like, oh, heck yeah, I didn't even know they came out with the second one. And yeah, I think it was only maybe like $12 or something. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to get that.
That's kind of surprising because this is still like a pretty new-ish game.
Yeah.
And, I thought it was a pretty good game, too.
Yeah, I really liked it. So this might shock you, Eric.
Okay, I'm about to be shocked.
Dead Island 2 was originally announced in 2014.
Wow. So this is like 3 years after the original release.
Yeah, and at the time, it actually came out with like a video trailer. Like the announcement came out with a video trailer for the game. And so, like...
So there was a significant amount of the game complete.
Yeah. So there was, like, a good amount already done. And at that time, it was revealed that a new company, Jaeger Productions, would be making the game instead of Techland, who did the original Dead Island 1 and Dead Island Riptide. So, like, they announced the game, and they kind of, like, sneak in the new development company. They're called Jaeger Productions, but they do the development. So, like, they kind of sneak that in, you know?
Yeah.
But because the trailer that they released it with is, like, so awesome, people don't really notice, I guess. It's a different company making it, or maybe they don't care because it still looks cool.
Yeah, it's interesting because, like, you've said these two companies, these two development companies, and when I did the intro, like, I read that neither of those companies were the ones that developed this game, so I'm like, how do we get from that development company to the one who actually developed it?
Well, that's my job. That's what I'm doing. That's what we're here for, Eric. This is the tea that I'm spilling, okay?
All right.
So, Deep Silver is the publisher for the Dead Island games. And the reason that them and Techland ended up splitting ways is because they had conflicting ideas about the creative direction. Deep Silver was like, well, I guess we have to find a new company, unfortunately. So that's why Jaeger Productions came on. And Jaeger Productions was actually created purely to work on Dead Island 2. Like, this company was created for this game, basically. Oh, wow. Yeah. Then Dead Island 2 was scheduled to release in the spring of 2015, but by summer of 2015, there was still no sign of Dead Island 2, despite it having had playable versions of the game out at multiple conventions, like gaming conventions.
So they had demos.
They had demos, but, like, there's still no news. So it's like the time has come and passed when it was supposed to be released.
And so they just didn't release it. They didn't delay it. They didn't announce it.
No, they didn't really say much. So that's, like, weird, right?
Yeah.
You think they would at least say, oh yeah, we're pushing it back, we're still working on it, or whatever, or even, hey, it's not going to be made anymore. Just some kind of news about what's going on with it. Well, in July 2015, it ended up being announced that Jaeger Productions had severed ties with the project after 3 years of working on the game. Okay.
Dang.
Yeah. So we had Techland, and then we had Jaeger Productions. Okay.
So Jaeger just decided they didn't want to do it anymore, or like, did they get fired, or like did they quit, or was it a mutual parting of ways?
Well, in an interview with Game Industry, Jaeger Studios, or Jaeger Productions, sorry, managing director Timo Ullman spoke of the situation and basically echoed the fallout between Deep Silver and Techland. They just ended up having, like, different creative ideas. So his quote was, "The team worked with enthusiasm to make Dead Island 2 a new level of quality. However, Jaeger and Deep Silver's respective visions of the project fell out of alignment, which led to this decision that has been made," which was them splitting ways. So you might be thinking, like, is Deep Silver the problem here?
Yeah,
you know,
I mean, they've gone through a couple different development companies that just they didn't see eye to eye with, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe they're pretty hard to work with.
Yeah, that's kind of like what I'm thinking at this point anyways. So, despite these major setbacks, Deep Silver kept faith in the game. They were like, we still have hope for this. And they started the hunt for the next developer. Okay.
So are they starting from scratch at this point, or are they, like, taking what code they got? Do you know? At
this point, I think that whatever has been made already is being given to the new development team. But it's up to them whether they want to totally start over or use what has already been made, I think.
Okay.
And I think that because of what happens later. But in March 2016, it was announced that Sumo Digital was going to be the new dev company for Dead Island 2.
There's another developer that's not the main developer of this game.
I told you it was a roller coaster of a ride, Eric, okay?
All right. So they were called Sumo.
Yeah, Sumo Digital is the next, they're next up to bat, okay? And after that announcement in March 2016, very little was talked about or released. There was very little PR about that. And so as you can probably guess, in 2018, Sumo Digital made a quiet departure from the game as well.
Dang.
Later revealed that they also had similar issues about the creative direction not being aligned with Deep Silver.
Maybe Deep Silver is trying to like ask for too much, or I don't know, their vision is like not practical or something.
I know. I mean, it's kind of crazy because I know a lot of these companies are very like frugal and stingy with their money. So the fact that they would even take the chance of moving on with a new company this many times instead of just kind of pushing it out for the money is kind of like makes me think maybe they're just really passionate about this game.
Yeah, it could be.
Or
I mean,
I don't know.
It might just be
Like,
quality issues where it's like, okay, nothing these guys are making really like is fun.
Yeah.
That's very possible.
But it's like if the people that did the Dead Island original games can't even satisfy them, it's like, okay, well, what are they asking for?
Yeah,
You know?
I know. I'd like to know. I'd like to know like more of why these, not just the PR statements, but why this didn't work out between these companies.
Yeah, I'm sure there's probably like some NDAs and stuff
Yeah,
that
true.
prevents people from talking about it too publicly. But anyway, so at this point, people obviously are not super hopeful Dead Island 2 is ever gonna be made.
Yeah, so basically it's in development hell is what it sounds like.
Yes, it is in development hell. So while all this is going down, we're gonna step over to a different timeline here for just a second. Separately, you have Dambuster Studios. That sounds familiar, right, Eric?
Yeah. Sounds like we're getting closer.
Yes, and they're working on a new prototype for an incredibly gross and gory, fully locational evisceration system for humanoids. More catchily known as Flesh, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Which is a new gore system for video games. And it just so happens that they don't really have a game for this system yet.
For this new core system.
So as you can probably guess, the timelines are going to merge here because Dambuster Studios is the next lucky studio that gets to try to make this game a reality.
Cool. Well, it sounds like they're setting themselves up for success with a core simulator.
Yeah, for real. This was announced in 2019 that Dambuster Studios is the new people up to bat here.
Yeah.
And they had a clear idea of what they wanted to do from the start, which was make zombies and specifically dispatching them as disgustingly as possible the star of the show. So do you think they accomplished that, that initial goal?
Definitely. Like, one of the reasons why I think killing the zombies in this game is so satisfying is because, like, when you get that final cut with the sword or something, they literally like fall apart. Like you literally see that blade go through them, and it's like, man, that feels so good.
And it slows down time a little bit so you can really see what is happening. Kind of reminds me a little bit of like the final moves in like Mortal Kombat. You know, it's just like extra gory.
Yeah.
And it's just extra satisfying when you can make them have a death where like their head flies off or something, you know.
Yeah.
Or even the ones where you're just like stomping and crushing their skull, you know?
Yeah.
So gross. So despite having playable builds of both Jaeger and Sumo's efforts available to them, the decision was made to rip it all up and start again. So yeah, you asked earlier, did they take, what was already made? And this is why I think they obviously did have what was made available to them because the studio did. They chose to start again, just start anew.
Yeah.
Because at this point,
it's really,
it's 5 years. Like some of this game stuff that's been made is like pretty old,
Yeah, and it's pretty hard going in and working on someone else's project. Mm-hmm. So it makes sense. It's probably, yeah, they probably have better luck just starting over, I think.
Yeah. So in 2019, the game was announced with another video, and they're starting all over again. So the game has been through so much already at this point, but it seems promising with Dambuster taking over, you know?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people were like, okay, maybe finally this game will come out. So from late 2018 to summer of 2022, Dambuster was, you know, quietly making this game. Not a single screenshot, video clip, or even quote was released to the public while they were creating this. The decision made by the studio to allow themselves to get their heads down and work with as little outside interference as possible is why they kind of wanted to keep everything very low-key, very kind of secretive.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Mm-hmm. They probably knew a lot of people would have opinions, clearly.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's best to not even give people the option or opportunity to be trolls, you know. So in 2022 at Gamescom Opening Night Live, Dead Island 2 made a very loud and unexpected return from the dead with a new trailer that was met with lots of excitement. The re-reveal at Gamescom signaled the light at the end of the tunnel for the long tortured sequel. And like we said, Dead Island 2 would finally arrive.
It's funny. By the time it came out, people were probably going like, what the hell is Dead Island?
Yeah. So, yes. So Dead Island 2 would finally arrive in the spring of 2023, and thousands of zombies would once again die in all manners of extremely violent ways.
Cool. Yeah. So they finally got there.
They finally got there after 3 or 4 different change-ups. Wow, that was a lot.
Yeah. So how many different development companies total worked on this?
So you had Techland, which was, you know, they did the original, so I don't know if that really counts. But, you know, then you had Jaeger, then you had Sumo, then you had Dambuster. So 4.
Yeah, 4.
3 technically, I guess, but 4 if you want to count the original guys.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It is crazy. But it finally got made, so never give up on your hopes and dreams, people. Never give up.
Never give up.
Where there's a will, there's a way. Even if you have to hire 3 to 4 different new companies to get it done. If you have enough money, you never have to quit. So, I got some fun facts for you. You ready for some fun facts?
Yeah, let's do fun facts.
Cool. All right, so fun fact number 1. In 2014, Dead Island 2 was revealed via one of the video game's most memorable trailers, a slapstick stroll with the undead along Los Angeles' iconic Venice Beach. This was the original video that I was telling you about that they announced the game with, that kind of like made everyone not even think about them having a new studio doing it, because it was so good. And it's kind of like you have this, like, guy, he's getting ready to go for his morning run. And he straps on his iPod to his arm, you know, those iPod arm thingies. He puts his headphones in, and he goes for a run, and they start playing music. And it's a good song. It's like a pop, like, it's something you would know. I forgot what song it was, but it was like, you know, like the Black Keys or something. Kind of rocky poppy, I think. Anyways, it was a good song, and he's running, and he's got the music in. And then behind him, there's like all these people turning into zombies and everything. And he's just not even noticing. And he's like waving at his neighbors and stuff. And then like eventually he gets bitten and turns into a zombie as he's running. It was a really good trailer.
That's pretty funny.
But it was so good that it won IGN's award for Best E3 2014 Trailer at the time. And stuck long enough in everyone's memory to even be parodied as recently as 2022 by Goat Simulator 3.
Oh, huh. That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, well, so now I need to go watch the Goat Simulator 3 trailer and see. I wonder if they just have a goat like running. I don't know. Fun fact number 2.
All right.
The classic tale of the sword and the stone. We all know it. We all love it.
Do we?
A blade,
That's good.
a blade imprisoned inside a piece of rock, only for one person that frees it to be crowned king. So once we gain access to the Santa Monica Pier in the game, you can spot a dragon-shaped stone, and placed in its head is a sword. While removing this won't make you the king of Hell A, it will give you a powerful weapon to chop the dead in half.
So, wait, where is it in the pier?
The Santa Monica Pier. So once you gain access to it, I guess so it's like probably right at the entranceway, there's a dragon-shaped stone. And I guess in it there's a sword. And you can pull it out and then you have a really powerful sword.
Cool, yeah. I don't remember if I found that or not.
I know. I don't think I did either. Or maybe I did, I just didn't realize it. But I still thought that was cool because...
Yeah, sword in the stone.
It's a cool fun fact,
Yeah.
All right, and then fun fact number 3. Dead Island 2 has recreated many iconic locations in LA spots like the Santa Monica Pier that we were just talking about, Venice Beach, and of course, Hollywood Boulevard. One of the most popular tourist spots also makes its way to Dead Island 2, but with a twist. The Hollywood Walk of Fame is full of famous actors and directors in the film industry, but the names of Tom Cruise and Steven Spielberg won't be found here. Instead, the hottest of Hollywood and the stars, you'll actually find the voice actors getting some love. So if you pay attention to all the stars, or normally you'd say, Tom Cruise or something, they put all their voice actors' names there. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a cool little shout out to all their voice actors. And I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a nice touch. It's a pretty cool way to subtly give recognition.
Yeah, for sure.
To their talent.
Yeah, because, why not? You have something where you can put in a lot of names. I don't know if you have to get permission to put, Tom Cruise's name on any of those, but it's probably way cheaper to just do your voice actors.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking that same thing. It's yeah. Why give Tom Cruise another shout out when you can just put whoever you want on there?
Exactly. So those are my fun facts.
Cool. Good fun facts.
Thank you. Don't eat me. Do you want to talk about the story a little bit?
Sure. Yeah, let's talk about the story. And I'll try to be brief because there's a lot that happens in the story. I'll give the Eric short version of the story. So you start off the game by choosing one of 6 characters to play as. Those characters are Hustler Bruno, Mechanic Carla, Retail Worker Danny, Firefighter-themed Stripper Ryan, and Athlete Amy. Oh, and Stuntman Jacob. So you have those 6 characters to start from.
Yes.
Basically, you're choosing who you want to be your main character, kind of like just whose voice is you're hearing, kind of. I would say, or what character, and the aesthetics.
They do have different stats, but it's not that different.
Yeah.
It's only slightly different.
And they do have, different cards you can get. So, some characters have, exclusive cards that only they can use.
Oh, yeah.
So that can affect their builds and stuff. So, choose wisely because, that's the character you're going to be playing as the rest of the game. You can't just, decide to play as someone else midway through.
No, you'll have to start over again.
Oh, yeah. I was going to ask, who did you end up picking as your main character?
So I played through it twice. I played through once as Danny, who is an Irish badass chick. And then I played as Jacob, the stunt guy.
Cool. So I did Bruno on my playthrough, and that was pretty fun. So, we all had different accents for each character, I think.
Yeah, it was interesting because I think yours just had,
like an American accent?
Yeah, mine had, an Irish accent and then a British accent. So it was weird when I was watching you play. I was like, who? This is just weird.
But, I thought that was kind of cool. So, you basically start the game on board an airplane evacuating from LA, but a zombie gets into the plane and then the military accidentally shoots down the plane. So,
I will say for the story, it is pretty much the same for at least the 2 characters I played through. The story didn't really change very much at all.
So you're basically getting their voice actor is what you're getting, and the aesthetics of that character and the stats.
Yeah.
So yeah, your plane gets shot down. After surviving the plane crash, you get bitten by a zombie trying to rescue other survivors. For some reason, you don't turn into a zombie, though.
Wow.
Yeah, you end up with the other survivors and famous actress's Emma Jaunt's mansion, who was reluctant to shelter you knowing that you've been infected. Then Emma's ex-boyfriend, Sam B, is at the mansion as well, and he says he's immune to the virus, so you just kind of assume you're immune as well.
Mm-hmm. Because you never turn.
Yeah, because you never turn into a zombie, so you're like, I must be immune. Cool.
Cool.
While checking one of the evacuation centers, you come across a radio of Dr. Reed, who wants you to come to a safe haven so he can synthesize a cure from your blood. Of course, everyone's telling you not to, well, especially Sam B. He's like, don't trust doctors.
Mm-hmm. They're just going to cut you up, dissect you, use you for what they need you for, and not really care if you live or die.
Yeah. So when you get to Reed, Dr. Reed, he tells you the military won't evacuate you unless you like test your blood in his machine to prove you're immune. So along the way of testing your blood, you discover Dr. Reed's lab where he was testing other immune subjects, and you go crazy and attack Dr. Reed's daughter, Tisha, who then kills you. You are then revived by Conrad and her crew, and she tells you that you're a new species of human called a Newman who can assimilate the infection. And I kind of get like some Magneto vibes from her. Like, we're the new like humans, so we gotta like, I don't know.
She definitely has that vibe for sure.
Yeah. I don't know why I get very X-Men vibes from this story.
I don't know. Why is she always barefoot? That's what I want to know.
She's
very
a Newman.
White lady hippie-ish, but with like short gray hair. I don't know.
She's like, you don't need shoes if you're a Newman.
I guess not. Free the toes.
So you go to confront Dr. Reed, and you find out he started the infection to try to filter out the Newman so he could study them to fight future outbreaks, which according to him is wired into the human genome somehow. It's like a clock.
Right, sure.
It's
okay.
like, all right, Dr.
You're
Reed.
crazy.
He also experimented on his own daughter, and her blood is the source of a cure for the outbreak, I guess. Mm-hmm. That somehow.
Like, what is wrong with this guy? He probably should never have had a kid.
Yeah, it seems like a kind of a bad person. And he seems like someone you definitely should not have trusted, like Sam B told you. So after killing Dr. Reed, you get a homeless guy to fly a helicopter to get Emma Jaunt and Sam B to safety, while you decide to stay behind.
But it's not just a homeless guy. It's like a guy that used to be a helicopter pilot in the army or something.
Yeah.
Right. So he does know how to fly. It's
he
just,
does.
He has like PTSD and stuff like that from
and
being in the army.
He also really does not want to fly the helicopter.
He really doesn't. But he really likes Emma, so as an actress. So like that's like why that's.
I feel like
that's the main reason he's doing it.
I feel like they should not trust him to fly the helicopter. It's like, how old are these skills?
Well, there's no one else. This is the last resort.
It's like, maybe just take turns trying it yourself.
Oh my god!
I don't know.
Oh my god!
All right. Anyway, so yeah, you get the homeless guy to fly them to safety. You stay behind to find Tisha, since her blood is the cure for zombies or something. Mm-hmm. And also, Conrad and the other Newmen are just kind of watching you while the ending kind of plays out, implying that you might have to fight them at some point. It felt like they were trying to set up some like DLC or a sequel or something. Mm-hmm. So
there is quite a few DLCs for this game, I believe.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, there is more DLC. And yeah, that's pretty much the story.
Yeah.
So you want to get into pros and cons?
Let's do it.
All right.
Well, first, how'd you feel about the ending? For me, it felt like, oh, wow, now you're just leaving me here. And it's kind of like, that's the end. Now I'm just stuck in LA fighting zombies forever.
Yeah, I didn't like it. It's like, okay, so I feel like, I felt like it wasn't the ending. Mm-hmm. I felt like, okay, maybe they ran out of time or money, or like they wanted to add DLC later to kind of flesh out the ending, because you still have like Conrad, who like you never end up like, it feels like almost like, what was the point of her character?
Yeah, true.
I feel like you should have definitely had to fight her or something, because like she seems pretty against what you're doing in a way, but yeah, I don't know. I couldn't really tell.
Yeah.
What her goal was.
Yeah, I thought the ending, I really liked the game, but I feel like the ending was kind of like, oh, that's how it's going to end.
Yeah.
All right. I guess I'll keep doing the side quests. I don't know.
Because they show that they're there, her and her crew are there, and it's like, all right, they're just kind of watching, I guess, while the ending happens. It's like, why? All right. Anyway, let's get into the pros.
I definitely need to play some of the DLC.
I heard the DLC was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for it to all go on like major sale.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, because there's a couple DLC stories. So what's something that you liked about the game?
So one of the main things I like about this is the large variety of weapons that you have to choose from. You literally have almost anything you could think of, from a bat to guns to swords,
Kitchen knives,
electric prods, kitchen knives, spears, all kinds of cool stuff. So you can play and fight zombies in a lot of different ways. And it doesn't get repetitive or like overly repetitive if you don't want it to.
Yeah.
If you want to use the same weapon the whole time, you probably can, but it's nice to be able to just have a wide range of things.
Yeah, I like that too. And you could just keep upgrading the weapons you like if you want, or you can like craft new ones. I found that it was usually cheaper to craft new ones out of the ones you found. But I really like that aspect too. One of the things I liked was just the exploring and looting in the game was pretty great.
Same.
So, like, you have a pretty good reason to explore because you always need to upgrade your weapons because, like, as you're leveling, the weapons you find kind of level with you. So, you're constantly finding better weapons, and then you're finding parts to upgrade those weapons. So, you kind of have a good reason to keep wanting to explore. And the game is, like, full of creepy, cool areas to, like, explore.
And it's a good way to get some jump scares in. There was definitely a couple of jump scares in the game where I was like,
Yeah, definitely.
Because you're just you're in like looting mode, so you're just kind of looking for the little things, and then next thing you know, a zombie pops out of like a porta potty or something.
This game also just like loves to spawn zombies behind you. There was a point in time where I got there are these 2 spawn points. They were on either side of me. I'd be like, okay, I'd kill this one zombie on this side. I'd turn around and there had been a zombie that spawned on the other side behind me. I'd kill that zombie. When it spawned back behind me again, I killed that. You know, it was like I got caught between those 2 spots. I'm like, okay, it's specifically spawning zombies when you're not looking behind you.
Yeah, I think that's a part of the like system thing that they made too for the game, was so that the zombies were like always spawning. And you never there was never just an area with no zombies, really. Yeah,
besides like the bases and stuff. But yeah, you never feel safe when you're like out exploring.
Another thing I like is all the different characters you have to choose from the beginning. Like you said, during the story, you have all these different characters. Was there like 6 or 8 of them?
Yeah.
6. And they all have slightly different stats, which is cool, and different cards and stuff. Like, the story doesn't change that much, but it definitely does give replayability to the game still.
Yeah, it would be fun to go back and play from a different character and hear, like, just a different actor or actress doing the voice. But yeah, I thought that was a cool aspect just from the beginning of, like, okay, who are you going to be? Like, which one of these characters do you want to, like, see the story from?
Yeah.
It was pretty fun. And I thought the voice actor I had did a really good job. And it sounds like you like the ones that you played.
Oh, yeah. I think all the voice acting was really good in this game. Like Emma and all the main characters.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's fantastic.
All the side characters, too. Lots of talented people working on the game, for sure.
Yeah. Something else I liked was just kind of how the story kind of went back and forth between like being campy and funny and then being like there were parts that were like legit scary.
Yeah.
This might be a deterrent if you're looking for like a pure horror game, but personally I like the fact that the game didn't really take itself too seriously.
I think that's kind of what sets it apart from other zombie games too, is you're more in a tropical setting, so that automatically makes it a little bit different. Because instead of somewhere dark and like grimy, you're in like the beach with the sun out and like the sand and the ocean. There are parts where you're in the sewer system and stuff. They do have it set up so it can be both. But yeah, I like the more funny tone, kind of slapstick, almost like B horror film sort of vibe that it has versus something like The Last of Us, where it's
pure
very,
horror and like very sad and like moving.
Yeah, it's a different kind of zombie game.
Yeah, I agree. What's something else you liked?
I thought they did a really good job with the map in this game. There's a lot of different areas that you can explore and do stuff in. And I feel like each area is a good size without getting too overwhelming. But instead of having everything all together, it's sort of split up in a way. Like, you know, like to get to Venice Beach from Hollywood or something, you would need to fast travel.
Yeah.
You know, I think technically you could probably run your way through, but it would take forever. But it's kind of set up more like they're like separate areas, and you go do your stuff and like do your tasks and stuff.
And once you kind of get to the main headquarters, yeah, you can fast travel between the other headquarters and stuff. It's that aspect was really nice.
Yeah, I always appreciate like just having a lot of stuff to do, a lot of playable areas and like things to explore without it being like overly crazy like you would see on an online game or something.
Yeah,
you know?
it's open, but it's not too open where you get overwhelmed. Yeah. One thing I liked was like I thought the leveling system with the cards was pretty good. Like the cards will give you bonuses for certain actions, so you can customize your character for however you like to play the game. Like for me, I liked jump kicks.
Yes, I know you were doing that every 5 seconds.
So I put a lot of my bonuses into jump kicks. Because I'm like, I'm doing this action anyway, so I might as well like do some extra damage doing it.
Yeah. Your jump kick was my like, I call it a ground pound.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was actually called in the game, but you basically just kind of hit the ground and like all the zombies will
like
get stunned.
Yeah.
It's great, especially when they're in the middle of
doing
attacking you.
Yeah.
Yes. There's tons of side quests in this game. I think the main story feels not short, but it's not a long story, maybe like a 20-hour story. But you have so many side quests and things you can do. Easily you can spend double that amount of time just if you want to open all the safes, do all the fuse rooms and everything. Like there's plenty of stuff to do.
If you're trying to 100% it for sure.
Yeah, I think I did 100% it the first time I played it through. I like just didn't want to stop playing. I was like, okay, well, I'm done with everything. Well, let me go do all the safes. And let me do all the, I got all the side quests done, and I was still just like, okay, let me just get everything done on the map, And
yeah.
I think that's a pretty good sign of a game is like, if you don't want to stop playing it and you want to keep coming back to it.
Yeah, it's got a addictive aspect to it.
Yeah.
For me, like the difficulty balance felt right. Like you could always go back to the workbench and craft more bed kits or ammo if you get stuck in a harder part of the game. But I thought the difficulty balance is pretty good. I don't remember a difficulty setting in the game.
I don't think there is one.
Yeah.
I don't remember picking one.
So it might be kind of hard for maybe like a new player or something. But for me, I thought it was good. Like there were definitely some challenging parts, some parts where I would have to like try a boss a bunch of times.
Yeah, or just say, okay, I'm going to come back once I level my character up a few levels or something.
Or come back with more med kits and ammo or something.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, there was one fight.
Or a different weapon.
There's one fight where I definitely I had pretty much used all my ammo and med kits up, and I'm like, I better just go to a workbench and then come back.
Yeah, sometimes it's like, okay, maybe I got here a little too early and I just am not really strong enough for this area too.
Yeah.
You can always just go do some side quests or something, level up, and then come back and try again.
Yep. What's something else you liked?
I love all the different kinds of zombies there are in this game. You have screamers who just run and scream at you. Those are the most annoying ones because they will just, if you're just trying to run through the city just to like get somewhere, they literally will just keep following you and screaming.
Yeah, and the scream kind of slows you down a lot.
It's so creepy, and it's like, okay. Sometimes I would just do a ground pound so they would knock over and keep running just so they would stop. You have like those bloated ones that kind of explode, and they're really creepy because they like to say hello or whatever. Or hey.
You got the muscly ones that that are kind of hard to take down. Yeah,
you have what are they? Screamers, I think. Wait, actually, the other ones might be runners. What are the ones with the they usually have roller skates on, and they kind of, when they scream, they have like that energy ball around them.
Those are screamers.
Oh, that's the screamer. Sorry, my bad. I think I'm thinking of runners or the other ones that just chase you and scream.
Yeah.
They scream, but it's a different kind of scream, I guess.
Yeah, those are the runners, and yeah, they will run about the same speed as you.
But anyways, like pretty much how the game works is as soon as you fight sort of like a mini boss zombie, then those just kind of are in the rotation from now on, from then on when you're running around the city. So you won't always have the screamers, but once you fight one screamer, then they're just like in the normal rotation of the regular zombies. I mean, they're not encounter.
They're not as powerful as that boss was, but yeah, they're still pretty strong.
Yeah, the same with the, what's the one with the pointy arms? It was like the clown one.
Oh yeah.
That clown fight is really scary.
They can block your shots and like your ranged moves and stuff.
Those guys.
And then they can go eat other zombies and heal. Yeah, they're annoying.
And then those ones that like their chest opens up like a giant mouth and they can shoot those missiles at you.
Those guys take forever.
And then there's
the
like,
spitters.
Yeah. And then the spitters. Yeah. Oh my God. There's just so
ones.
many different types. So you don't really get super bored. It's not like you're just fighting one type of zombie the whole time. Fighting the whole mix. And then like also another thing is for the weapons and for the zombies, like some of the zombies are immune to some of the weapons and some of the add-ons for the weapons, and so it's nice that you have a lot of weapons to switch through.
So like if someone like if you have like a weapon like with a fire attribute or something, like if you try to hit like a zombie that's on fire, it's gonna do no damage to it.
Yeah, or if it's like a firefighter zombie, then they're immune to the fire. I guess that totally makes sense.
That totally makes sense. Everyone knows real life firefighters are immune to fire.
Exactly. I wish that would be cool. I like to think most of them are, because they got the knowledge, and knowledge is power.
Sure. So my final pro is just like I really like the NPC side characters. You have like Amanda, who would get you to kill zombies in cool ways for social media.
Yeah.
And then you had the brave life.
Hey, bestie.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. And then you have like the brave lifeguard Bert. Who,
the brave lifeguard.
He was initially hiding, but he had kind of a cool story arc where he kind of was a hero at the end.
Yeah.
You also have like the weightlifter guys and the blue crab. Like, I don't know. You have a bunch of like fun characters in this game.
Yeah, for sure.
And they definitely I feel like I almost like some of the side stories better. Like I liked Bert's arc better than than the main story a little bit and stuff like that.
Yeah. And then the last thing I have is the flesh gore system that I was talking about that Dambuster created essentially for this game. Well, not for this game, but they created and then they used it in this game. It's really good. I mean, we were kind of praising it earlier when we were talking about it, but yeah, the fighting and the gore and stuff like that is just really good.
That last hit on that zombie, man, they shatter exactly how you hit them. It's great. And the graphics overall were just like great in this game too.
Yeah, it looks really good. Everything looks really good.
Yeah. All right, let's get into the cons. What's something that you didn't like about the game?
I don't really have a lot that I don't like about this game, to be honest. The ending of the story is kind of really the only thing I was like, I really thought something else was going to happen, but... Yeah,
we kind of already harped on the end a little bit, so I don't want to get too bogged down with it. But yeah, it feels incomplete. It feels like they didn't finish or they ran out of time or money or something.
It feels like I need to play the DLC maybe to get the whole full
and maybe
story, but
and maybe that gives you,
I don't know for sure because I haven't played the DLC.
Yeah, and there are 2 story-based DLCs.
Yeah,
and I heard they were both pretty good. So,
but your game shouldn't depend on people having to play the DLC. To
I agree. It should be it should be a satisfying ending, and then the DLC should just be a bonus, not like. They shouldn't sell the ending as DLC or something like that. That's kind of shady.
If that's the case, even.
Yeah, true.
But other than that, I don't have a lot of complaints. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention in the pros I like is that the level up and the interface and stuff for the characters, I think, and leveling up and choosing our cards and everything is not overly complicated.
It's not, yeah.
And I liked that. There was like a few bugs here and there, but... as far as cons go, I don't really have a whole lot. I really like the game.
Yeah. I'll say for me, like the one con, I'd say the bosses for the most part are pretty good, except, like I feel like I was missing those like kind of epic boss fights. It's like once you fight a boss, they become like a regular enemy, and then they just become like, okay, yeah, it's a screamer or it's that like knife clown guy.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I feel like there aren't really any bosses that are just bosses by themselves. So
yeah.
Even the final boss was just like one of the regular like enemies at that point that you were encountering. Definitely like one of the harder enemies for sure.
Yeah.
But it was like I feel like the bosses could have been a little bit better, a little bit more unique and separate from like the main zombie characters.
So you would want some that weren't incorporated into the normal zombie
that were like different and somehow
that.
like maybe bigger, like maybe like a gigantic boss or something like that wouldn't easily be incorporated into just being a regular zombie. But yeah, something like that. Overall, like I thought the game was really good, but little things like that could have made it a little bit better, I think.
Yeah, for sure. But if you can find it on sale, definitely think it's worth it. Give it a try, especially if you like zombie games and like first-person shooting kind of games.
What'd you end up getting it for? Like when you got it, like $15
I don't remember.
Or something?
Yeah, I think it was like in the teens. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that was a good deal. All right, strategy, Nikki.
Ooh, strategy.
What was your most important strategy?
I do have quite a bit of strategy for this game, surprisingly. My first piece of strategy is level up weapons with a variety of upgrades. You want to have a range of between like fire, electricity, poison, or is it poison or acid, whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
Because like we mentioned earlier, different zombies are immune to different things. So if you have all like fire weapons, for example, and then you have a horde of fireman zombies, you're not going to really be able to take them down.
Yeah, you'll have to rely on your jump kicks.
Yeah, so, and then like as you play, you'll get more and more upgrade options for your weapons, and you can stack them and really kind of customize the weapons however you want. So.
Yeah, the customization on the weapons was super cool. Like you could put whatever type of upgrade you want, almost any type of upgrade on any weapon. But yeah, it was like definitely you would end up with a variety of weapons that did a bunch of different stuff.
And you can mix and match different level ups or power ups, whatever you want to call it. So I would imagine that out of everyone that played these games overall, I would be surprised if anyone had exactly the same weapon build out.
Yeah.
Because it's that unique. There's so many different things to choose from. So.
Yeah, I agree. So my first tip is that the guns are pretty overpowered, but the ammo is limited. So like save the guns for the bosses or like the super tough zombies. You can like later in the game, you'll be able to craft ammo, and that kind of like helps. So you don't need to be quite so conservative.
Yeah.
But like I remember I was usually saving the guns for like the boss because you can go through ammo really quick.
Oh, for sure. Especially if you're not a good aim.
Yeah. And like those guns do so much more damage if you're like getting headshots in. So
yeah. And that to piggyback off of that, whenever you see I don't know really what they're called, the vendor people, the people that you can trade with, they're not really vendors necessarily, but they're just random NPCs that have stuff you can buy or trade.
There ends up being one at like every single base.
Yeah. One of the things you can buy from them is blueprints. So definitely make sure you're looking at those every time you get to one of those people, because that's how you can make the ammo, first aid kits, stuff like that.
Some of the throwable like grenades and stuff. Yeah, I always felt like whenever I found one, I at least needed to buy fuses, like to replenish my stock of fuses, because they only let you carry like 3 fuses.
Yeah.
And you can run through them pretty quick as you're exploring.
You always want to have fuses on hand too, because those are sort of like not secret rooms, but they're rooms that usually have a little extra amount of bounty in them. So it's just like extra. So if you have a fuse, you can go in there and get probably a health pack or 2 and like
a new weapon,
and some money. Yeah. Kind of like an extra good chest.
Yeah.
Treasure chest. But it's usually like a room or a garage or like something like that they work for or work to. Another piece of advice or strategy I have is completing the side quests will help you level up so that when you do get to those like mini boss fights, they won't be quite so hard.
Yeah, I agree with that. I tried to do side quests, but I honestly still ended up with like a ton of side quests at the end of the game.
Yeah.
So I personally favored the jump kick a lot. I liked it because not only does it do a lot of damage, it also staggers the zombie, and it allows for some like free melee hits after you've staggered it.
Yeah.
So it was one of those, like, I would almost always jump kick the first zombie just because you get that stagger, and then you can like start. I found like kind of rotating around the zombie was a good way to do it. Just like circle it and get to the side or behind it. It's a lot less dangerous.
Yeah, for sure.
If you're not in front of it.
Oh, yeah. Because you don't want them to grab you. Then you have to go through the whole thing of getting them to let you go and all that.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying.
Another thing is, especially when you're out in the open, just look around at your environment for things to help you kill hordes of zombies. So a lot of times if you look around, you'll see maybe a puddle of water, maybe some oil is on the ground or some oil barrels.
Oh yeah, there's all sorts
maybe
of like
there's
trap
gasoline
stuff.
barrels or gasoline truck nearby that you could blow up and kill a whole bunch of zombies all at once. It's a setup for you to use the environment to help kill the zombies.
Yeah, and I would always miss it until I killed the group of zombies, and then I'd find like, oh, there's a barrel I could have shot. Dang.
Yeah, specifically there's one of the craftable throwable things that you can get, and it's sort of like a pipe bomb but electricity. So when it goes off, it's like electricity kind of scatters out. So if you can pair that up with a big water puddle, man, you can just electrocute a whole bunch of zombies all at once, and it's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, when you're outside the base, zombies will pretty much spawn continuously.
Oh yeah,
so
24/7.
Like, don't worry about killing all the zombies. In fact, sometimes if you're going from spot to spot, the best thing you can do is just run.
Just
there.
run. That's what I would do.
Unless you're in exploration mode where you're trying to like explore a specific area, I would just run away.
just run through. Try to get from point A to point B as fast as you can.
Yeah.
And you don't have cars in this one, so like in the first one you had cars and stuff, so it was really fun. You could just run over the zombies. But this doesn't have cars, so it's like you can't just run over a bunch of zombies. So it's like it's different, but it's good.
Yeah.
And one more last thing that I have is if you ever see a zombie that has a proper name or job label, because like in the game when you're looking at zombies, it'll tell you what kind of zombie it is. Oh, this one's a screamer, this one's a runner, whatever. But if you see one that has a name, like, oh, this is Andy, this is Jack, or like this is maintenance man, or this is the cable guy, definitely kill those for one.
Because they'll drop a key or something.
But yeah,
usually.
almost always they'll drop a key or a code or something that you can use for something nearby, like a safe or like, things like that. But that's a good way to tell if it's a special zombie, is if it has a name or a job label instead of just generic. So
it's good advice.
I didn't realize that at first. And then I was like, wait a second, every safe or every whatever is like, find the custodian for these keys. And so it's like, okay, well, how am I supposed to know who's the custodian? And then I realized they were labeled, and I'm like, oh,
yeah,
it'll tell you. That's so nice of the game to do that.
Well, you don't have to kill every zombie, just the important one.
Yeah. All right, that's all I got for strategy. Do you have any other tips and tricks?
That's it.
Cool.
Jump kick and ground pound are great.
Yeah, ground pound. It's best. Better than jump kick.
Yeah, I mean, it has more of a range. I feel like it's more of a not an introductory thing. It's like more of a, I'm in the weeds, I need to like get out of this.
I don't know. I was using it like every 5 seconds.
Okay. So moving on to the future, I want to say there have been 2 DLC stories released for Dead Island 2. The first was called Haas, and it was released November of 2023. The story is based on a secret billionaire's techno death cult. So yeah,
nice.
You're fighting that group, I think. And then Sola was released in April of 2024. It takes place at the Sola Festival and surrounds a mystery that turns all the guests into zombies without any of them being bit.
Huh.
So
interesting.
Sounds interesting.
I know. I wanna play those.
Yeah, and I've heard good things about both of those, so probably worth it.
Cool.
I don't know if they have anything to do with the ending, but maybe they do, maybe they don't. I don't know.
We'll find out one day.
We'll find out one day when they go on sale. It'll be a good excuse to come back to the game.
Yeah. And then I also saw that Dead Island 3 has been confirmed. Looks like they're going to be sticking with Dambuster Studios.
Cool.
You know, they finally found one they liked. They might as well stick with it.
Yeah.
And right now it's slated to come out in 2028.
So is Dead Island like did it sell well? Did it do well as far as like reviews and sales and all that stuff?
So critic wise, I think it did pretty good. It looks like it's getting, solid like 7s and 8s out of 10s for, most of the review publishing people. Wikipedia says it sold at least 3 million copies in May 2024. So I imagine it's up from there. So
okay, yeah, that's pretty good.
Pretty good, I think.
Good enough to get another entry in the series.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
So Eric, everyone wants to know, did you beat the game and complete my Zombie Was a Mailman challenge?
Yeah, so I did beat the game, and I did find the challenge, but I ended up not having enough time to beat the challenge.
Oh, no.
I also, spent a minute trying to figure it out, and I'm like, I'll come back to this later.
and then you got distracted.
Yeah.
It's very easy to get distracted in this game with all the different side quests and everything.
So what was the deal with it? Like, you just have to look up the addresses?
Yeah, pretty much you find if you open up the quest, you can look at his letter and it'll tell you it has the 3 addresses listed out. And you have to go to each one. And then at the last location, you find him. He's turned into a zombie.
Surprise.
Yeah. It's in the name. So, and you kill him, you get his keys, and then you go back to the chest where it's at with the mail truck, and you get a pretty sweet weapon.
Cool. Okay, yeah. Nice.
But I remember it being a little tricky because one of the locations, you can't get to it, directly, or you have to go a roundabout way or something. Because I remember looking it up last time, and then I had to look it up again this time, too.
Okay,
Because I could not figure it out.
So a little bit tricky on the map and the coordinates and stuff.
I did get it, though, again. So, I'm not saying I'm better than you, but...
Oh, you looked it up both times, so you told me I couldn't look it up.
Oh, that's true. It does help when you can look it up. Huh.
All right. Well, I guess I'm rapping then.
I guess you're rapping. Sucker.
All right. I'm racking up saves like the ocean has waves while hiding in a cave and waiting for a fade. You think I'm not brave? I'd call you a knave. But now you're in the grave and I'm throwing a rave. I'm hero like Bert and I choose to divert zombies to the skirt and no one gets hurt. I don't wear a shirt, but I'm not just a flirt. I leave zombies in the dirt while still being curt. And now I know why you chose to come by. And I can't be shy while things go awry. You open my eyes and I can't stay dry. It's just me and my twerp's goodbye.
So you did your rap as Bert?
As Bert.
The lifeguard?
Yeah. Bert the lifeguard. I love Bert.
In his jorts. Bye, jorts.
Bert and his twerp.
Love it.
Are you ready to hear the next game?
I am ready. As ready as I'll ever be.
All right, so we're going to go very old school.
Uh-oh.
We're going to do...
NES old school?
Do you want to take a guess? Maybe.
PlayStation 1 old school?
Older than that. Yeah, older than that.
Can you give me a console? Can you give me a hint?
Okay, it's for the Super Nintendo.
Ooh, Super Nintendo. Wow, that could be a lot of games.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a wild guess at a racing game. F4 or something.
F-Zero.
F-Zero. Yes. Wait, did we already pick that one?
No.
Okay.
No, it's not F-Zero.
Mario Brothers.
Yeah, so it's going to be the Mario All-Stars. Did you ever hear?
Mario All-Stars. Is that the one with all of the games in it?
So it has Mario 1, Mario the Lost Levels, Mario 2, and Mario 3.
Yes.
And I figured it would be a good way of touching on all 3 of those games.
Cool.
And the lost levels.
I definitely played that.
Yeah, and I kind of like it too because you can it gives you a save. Mm-hmm. So like when you're playing through Mario, like if you get to World 5 or something and you get a game over, you can start back in World 5. You don't have to start all the way over.
Yeah, that's good.
So it
Unlike
makes it
the original.
Yeah, it makes it a little less harsh than the original.
True.
Since you have save spots.
Oh my god. I love the Mario games, but I don't know if I've beat that many of the old ones.
Well, for your challenge, you're going to have to beat 2 out of 4 of them. So
wait, 2 out of 4? Hold on, wait. What were the 4 games?
So
you said
Mario Brothers, the original.
Yeah, Lost Levels.
Mario Brothers Lost Levels, Mario Brothers 2, and Mario Brothers 3.
I have to beat 2 out of 4.
You have to beat 2 out of 4.
Oh no. I'm probably going to be rapping.
like I said, you get it's a little easier than the original since you can save like within that world.
Yeah. I always said if I beat original Mario or one of these games, the older games, I would get a Luigi tattoo.
Yeah, and that will be part of your challenge too. You have to, if you beat the original Mario Brothers, you have to go get that Luigi tattoo.
Are you going to pay for it?
I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we can get matching Luigi tattoos.
Oh my god. Couple goals. Okay, cool. That sounds fun. That's on the Switch, I'm assuming.
Yeah, we can play it on the Switch.
Awesome. All right. Well, I can't wait to take it back old school.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. Until next time, everybody.
All right. Bye.
Happy New Year. Bye. If you liked this episode, please comment, rate us, leave a review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. It would really mean a lot to us. Thank you so much, and we will see you next time. Bye!